If I was the mayor, one of the first things that I would do is I would focus on four areas. I would focus on four areas to really get things done. And I wouldn't go too big. I wouldn't do anything as far as fixing issues we have. I wouldn't do it necessarily on a citywide level because look, there's some parts of the city that are fine. There's some parts of the city, the infrastructure's fine, the schools are fine, but there's other parts of the city where we do need to pay more attention to make those areas attractive. I would focus on one, the business community. I would try to rally the business community, not have separate organizations doing separate things, but have one business focused group talking about how can we make New Orleans a more business friendly climate. Why aren't other companies just flocking to New Orleans? I'd also tap into the clergy and the church. I think one of the things that traditionally have helped New Orleans is we do have a lot of church going people. We have a lot of spiritual and religious people in the city, whatever it is, Catholic, Baptist, Pentecostal. And I would leverage the clergy and those religious leaders in this city who do come in contact with a lot of New Orleans on Sundays at church and service and Wednesdays at Bible study. And I would talk to them and make them understand how it's important for them to be on board as well. And third, I would talk to as many neighborhood associations as I could. And I know that's tough, but the neighborhood associations, they're the individuals and they're the people who really, really lead their neighborhoods. So they're the ones on the ground that can tell you what issues specifically they have in their neighborhoods. Because again, it's different across the city. And the fourth thing, I don't know if there's maybe a four area: churches, businesses, neighborhood associations, and probably schools. I think schools is another place where a lot of people come together on a regular basis for the same purpose, to educate kids. And whether it's the parents, whether it's the administrators, I would talk to people in the school system and figure out what is it about the schools that the city can do to kind of help. And I would just start there. But there's no quick fix. I think it has to be. It's like an orchestra. You have to have a conductor. Somebody has to tell the horns when to blow, the drums when to beat, the harp and the violin and all that stuff. We have to have somebody making everybody do the same thing or do things in unison to get to the common place. And I haven't seen that from a lot of people in elected office, and not just the mayor, but in elected office. We get one or two people who scream and kick and say we need to do, but it's not enough, because a lot of those individuals that do scream and kick often feel isolated. And they're like, well, where's my backup? And they don't have any backup. This has to be a group effort. I truly believe that a rising tide lifts all boats. And I think we have to approach fixing New Orleans that way.